Damn, oh, that hit good. Damn, I'm hungry. Let's look for some food. Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. Let's feed my family. I wanna feed my family. Let's see if we can find some food. Let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of grass for sure. Oh, wait. Oh, what do we have here? Now, that looks like mushrooms. How do they smell? Oh, let's try one. Bro, it's so acidic. Maybe we can cook it. Maybe we can cook it though. Maybe we can cook it. Maybe we can actually cook it. All right, let's bring some. All right. Guess we'll bring some of the mushroom home. Grandmother, I'm coming. You're super hungry. I'm gonna bring you mushrooms. I'm gonna bring you the best mushrooms ever. Don't worry, I'm gonna bring you the best mushrooms ever. Don't worry. Thank you, son. Thank you, son. Thank you, son. And then she's at the hospital for 3 days. Wow. Oh, what was it? Oh, it was poisonous mushrooms. Who would have guessed? It smelled like shit. It almost made me puke. Just getting it in my mouth. Alright, I'm kind of scared now, but let's find some more food. My family's starving. I have to find another way. Even boiling it didn't work. Grass? No, I can't eat grass. I can't eat leaves either. I've tried. I got super sick. And it's fulfilling at all. We need to find some actual food. If only I can find something with true nutrition and true amounts of calories, true satiation. If I can find a deer or a elk, maybe even a small deer or something. If only. They are afraid of loud noises. You would have to sneak. You would have to be far away from the cars to spot one. You would have to be early. I learned that from the driving license, that early mornings and at sunrise and sunset, they move more, so they're easier to spot. Because they're pretty sedentary creatures. Every animal in nature, they walk around a little there and there, but they're mostly pretty sedentary. It's only in the morning and the evenings where they're the most active, where they move around a lot. Now, if I want to get some prey, then I want to be early morning, early sunrise, so I can get the food. There might be a lot of them even by the road, because a lot of cars don't drive that early and late into the evening. If I really want to get one. And when I do, I will be able to get a week's or a month's worth of food. We can eat the muscle meat, we can eat the organs, we can drink the blood. I need a massive bucket of blood. And I can get all of it. And then we can find maybe some fruits for hydration, some natural fruits that are intuitive to eat. So we can get our hydration, we are thirsty. There's no water source in a long way, and the water dehydrates us more than it hydrates us. There's some bugs here. Wouldn't do me anything though. Can't eat bugs. Seems to be no luck today. Well, we're gonna find our food. I don't find any. I'm so hungry. We need to stay sharp. When we're in fasted state, we are much more focused. We need to stay sharp, guys. We need to stay sharp. We really need nutrition. We need to focus. We need to be quiet. We need to. Wow, what a cool tree. There's no food though. I can't seem to find any more food. I've been looking for a better part of half an hour here at this point. Where is the food? I am starving. Ooh, I found something. I found something. Look at this. Taste. Smells good. Surprise! It's cultivated vegetables besides my house. This video was mainly for showing you that it's very difficult in modern standards to find wild fruits and wild food. You know, vegetables, fruit and meat, very hard to find. But if there's one thing you notice, is that vegetables are very hard to get, just like meat. The only way to get meat is by hunting down an animal, and it's pretty hard. You need to hunt it down, you need to have a spear or whatever, you need to shoot it. While a flower is staying still, it's an easy target, it's an easy trap. It's lying on the ground, it smells really bad, it's unintuitive to your senses. You eat it, you feel really shit. Your grandmother got super sick. If you were a natural vegan, you would have died by a plant probably 2-3 days in nature. You would have been you would not have found any potatoes, you would not have found any vegetables lying around. They would have all been cultivated and they would have all been in a garden. Sure, you can steal some fruits from the gardens around. You take every advantage you can get in nature when you're fully feral. But you would realize that the thing that fills you up actually would always be, you can eat some fruit or whatever for hydration in nature, but what always fill you up would be the hunt. You would drink the blood, you would feel euphoric, you would eat the liver, you would feel like there's a lot of nourishment, it would taste really good, you would feel really good, you would feel full eating fat and meat. You would not cook it, because why would you cook it? It's perfect the way it is, it tastes good when it's fresh and from the kill. You would enjoy it. You would have thought the hunt was very successful. You were sneaky. You were early morning. You were the early bird who got the hunt, who got the kill. That's what you were. You would only use plants and vegetables as emergency fuel and nothing else, no matter what this vegan tells you. I've literally showed you in this video how the reality looks in a nature reserve here in Sweden, how it would look. If it weren't for the deer or the rabbit or whatever, I would have died. I would have maybe survived 2 days eating the apples from the tree. Some of them weren't even ripe, but some of them were, so I could have probably survived 2 to 3 days, but when you're fasting, when you're not getting food, you're getting more and more focused, so eventually you would get food. But bad hunters, they have to starve. Bad hunters need to starve before they can get the kill. The good hunters get them the first day, and they eat themselves full all day. The kings, they eat themselves full all day, no fasting, no nothing. They eat fresh wild meat. They eat the liver, the brain, the tastiest organs first, and then the dogs or the bad hunters gets the muscle meat, the worst part. Maybe you take the ribeye, you take the fat, you take the liver, you take the brain, and then the other guys gets the lean piece of meat and maybe get some fat along with it. But emergency fuel, vegetables, that was all it was ever. Because in nature you won't find any. The apple tree I showed you is not natural. It is naturally grown, no pesticide, but it's not natural because it's cultivated. It's not in the nature. We're technically in nature. You technically have a house in the middle of nature, but it's cultivated land. It's not natural land, and so it's not actually natural. Natural is not pesticide-free grown. No, natural is grown naturally, basically no human intervention at all. And you can say that beef is unnatural because it's human intervention, and yes, it might be slightly unnatural, but it's the closest thing we can find besides wild meat. You eat a raw deer liver, elk liver, that is 100% natural, no human intervention whatsoever. However, it is impossible to get 100% natural because there are human toxins, heavy metals, all those things, the plastic, pesticides in every animal that exists, so it's not fully natural because of our humans, but it's the most natural we can get. It's raw meat, not cooked meat, raw deer meat, raw elk meat. That is the most natural thing that we can eat as humans. And what would fill you up would be the massive muscle meat, the massive organs, blood, all the fruits if you can find some for hydration. That's the hydration. That's the nutrients. The hunt would last you a month, while a mushroom will last you an hour, and you might get kidney stones and you might die on your deathbed because it's so toxic. At least the animal will keep you fed for a month and you won't get sick, because it is real nutrition, real food that we can digest in our bodies. You feel like shit, you have diarrhea after you eat that mushroom, you see the easy target, the trap, but then you hunt on the animal, you don't get diarrhea, you feel full for a month. You get a massive difference. I showed you the reality of the situation and nothing else.